All right, what's going on, guys? Today is April 20th. I'm going to be reviewing today's price action. I took no trades today. I had some stuff that I was dealing with pre-market, and I just wasn't able to get on the charts this morning in time for market open, and I ended up missing a plus textbook setup. So after that, I was like, all right, this is probably not going to be high probability the rest of the day. It's a Monday with no news, and so yeah, I just took the opportunity to not trade today, tape read a little bit. So as far as what I saw today, though, you know, coming into the gosh, words, higher time frame here, right? Obviously, we're bullish. I want to see this new week opening gap get filled. There's no reason for me to take shorts. Like we're just at all-time highs. The market's been just immediately trending up. I'd rather take a long for price to manipulate down lower into a key level and then give me a long out of that, right? So, and then you can clearly see like if you're just like pattern recognition here. What have we done every time we created a new week opening gap this last month? Like new week opening gap, immediately fill it. New week opening gap, immediately fill it. And new week opening gap, immediately fill it, right? So, like just using your pattern recognition here, we can take a very strong educated guess that this new week opening gap is going to get filled immediately. Like we're already trending higher. We look like we want to come fill it. There's no reason for us to fade any of this displacement to the upside here. So I'm looking for this new week opening gap to get filled, right? And yeah, that's about it. So just looking for longs here. I want to see price manipulate lower into one of my key levels here, being probably this 15 minute, right? And that's really it. We did create a data high, right? So you have data high. Um, you could have taken like this isn't high probability at all, but like actually no, we already did create the data high. Yeah, there was really nothing to get you to that data high. So kind of just had to accept that price was going to move up to it and not give yourself an entry. There might have been 30-second, but I don't know. But what does price do immediately off open? We immediately shoot up. Basically fill this new week opening gap. We leave a tiny bit of space. Sweep out this data high. What does this become? It becomes a rejection block. And at this point, you know, I was on my phone at this time looking at the charts. I didn't really want to take a trade from my phone. And after seeing this, I was like, all right, this is most likely going to be low probability. Just the fact that we came up this close to the new week opening gap and didn't fill it Monday with no news, like, just not high probability conditions here. But still, there was an opportunity to make money, a plus opportunity to make money that a lot of people took and a lot of people banked on today. So that's good. But there were some opportunities in the market that faked a lot of people out, and some people took a lot of losses as well. So just moving forward, though, price immediately comes down, and then you get this inversion to the upside, right? I didn't like this at all. Your RR is terrible. You're targeting basically you're inside of a rejection block. The new week opening gap's pretty much already gotten filled, and so this was terrible. I didn't like this at all. I would have never taken that. But right here, sniper entry. A lot of people took this. I think ICT took this. What do? We immediately come up into CE of this rejection block, this high that swept out another data high that pretty much filled this new week opening gap. And I saw a lot of people put limit orders right here at the CE of this wick. Stops like you could have gone even stops like right here, but if you did just put stops at the top of the wick and you want to target like this 15 minute or just this little buy side right here or sell side right here, this was perfect. This was a sniper entry. I saw a lot of people take this and it would have played out beautifully, right? So that was a great entry I saw delivering off of this rejection block. What else? There was this 1 minute right here. I think it was 1 minute. I mean, I just don't love it, right? Again, I want to take longs. Your RR is not going to be that great. You could have gone something like this, maybe, like something like this. Your RR is not going to be great. There's not much to target. I mean, yes, there is all this LR, but like, I don't think price wants to move all the way down there. And even if it does, so be it. I'm just not. This isn't market conditions for me to be taking shorts. I feel like so, especially shorts like this where we pretty much have already taken out our break-even point almost. So I mean, just wasn't light bulb for me. I didn't like this setup that much at all. Um, and price is about to manipulate into our key level, right? So I'd rather see a bounce off of this and take us higher than take this short. So And after that, what does price do? We chop around for a little bit, and boom, we manipulate into our key level, right? We manipulate into our key level. We also get an SMT inside of our key level, being with this low right here. So this is A plus. This is incredible bread and butter, right? Manipulation into our key level, unfilled 15-minute fair value gap. We get an SMT inside of our key level. We have this wick to target. We did leave 930 highs above, and the new week opening gap technically still hasn't been filled all the way. What am I trying to do here? Right, so this was A plus. You get a 1 minute inversion here. There was also a 30-second that looked great as well. The 30-second and the 1 minute closed at the exact same time, so you really couldn't go wrong. And the RR on this was incredible, right? So something like this, even targeting this, you're already in for like a 1 to 4, 1 to 1.4. So this was incredible. This was light bulb. To be honest, if I would have taken this, which I unfortunately did not, just because I wasn't looking at the charts or on my phone, I probably would have held it as 930 high. I would have taken profits. I mean, taken partials for sure. Being at this low right here inside of this 2 minute fair value gap as well as a 1 minute, right? So I would have taken partials for sure. Probably would have ended up green in hindsight, but always another trading day, right? So this was incredible. I like this. Immediately you hit TP. Probably would have gone scaled off some right here. And we also have a volume imbalance above that a lot of people didn't notice, but volume imbalance right here probably would have scaled off some right here. But at this point, price uses this volume imbalance as an inversion fair value gap, right? So I really don't want to see price retrace, especially down to this 1 minute right here. I want this to be used as pretty much like a breakaway gap, right? Like we inversed this volume imbalance. We get an inversion of the 2 minute. You got the lower time frame inversion on the 1 minute down here. If we're gonna rip to 930 highs and to fill this new week opening gap for real, then I don't want to see this gap get traded back into at all, let alone be inversed, right? So that's just something that I would have probably noticed and then taken scaled profits right here and scaled profits right here. And then if you did enter this trade right on off the 2 minute, say you missed that A plus entry, this 2 minute was okay, but it's just like we had such an A plus entry this morning that odds are you're not going to get another incredible entry, and you are longing into a rejection block as well. So like the draw on liquidity is there technically, but you're just longing inside of a rejection block. You're already kind of in premium of the leg. So this 2 minute was all right. Maybe stops like down here. It's just the RR wasn't great. You're looking at 0.8 here, and even if you did go stops above like this 1 minute order block, right below this 1 minute order block, you're in for like a 1-to-1. Which I don't mind at all. This wasn't bad. Like if you took this loss, it's not bad. You missed the best move of the day, right? And that's just sometimes what happens. Then you get screwed over by price after you get such an incredible move, right? So this wasn't terrible, but at this point, right, once you start trading into this gap that I would like to be seen treated as a breakaway gap, you could kind of start to understand that this might reverse on you. And then once this gap gets inversed right here, I would have closed profits for sure. You would have got stopped out of this candle, but like once you see this gap get treated like you want to treat like a breakaway gap, get inversed by this candle right here, odds are this is gonna reverse on you and just get out there, right? So, but if you did take this long, you would have scaled partials probably twice, maybe just once at this high, and then left a runner to 930, and you've gotten break even. But at least you would have gotten some profits, and this was definitely the trade of the day. Incredibly A plus. Just a great wick for us to target as well inside of a fair value gap. Like this is just a great move, bread and butter for sure. So that was incredible. If you took that, good for you. Glad you banked. And then the rest of the day, you really get nothing. Price continues to just chop around. Chop, 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 and you get nothing. And then eventually we end up coming lower. And this is the only thing that I really saw was like this 15-minute inverse, which probably would have stopped you out. Nah, to a tick, right? If you would have put your stop stick right here. But it's just a 15-minute long, and it's just late in the day. I don't really, you could have bet on this new week opening gap getting filled fully. And I think it probably would have played out, but just as far as I'm concerned, I would have never taken this. And would it have played out? yeah, it would have just now played out actually. So that was all right, I guess. But really, you know, as far as what my model is in New York AM session, this was bread and butter. This was perfect. And if you took that, good stuff. You banked. But yeah, just as far as everything goes today, that was really all I saw. Um, and yeah, hopefully we get better price action tomorrow. I don't even want to say better price action because this was A plus. If you just want to deliver the same sort of price action, I will be happy taking something like that. But yeah, so that's all. That's all I really got for today. Hopefully you guys made some money. Hopefully you guys banked this morning. And if you didn't, hopefully you learned something. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. So I'll go ahead and see you guys later. Peace.